The observation deck of the Celestial Harmony hummed with the quiet efficiency of 1,000 integrated systems. Anna stood at the panoramic window, her reflection ghosting across the starfield beyond. 7 months into humanity's first diplomatic mission to the Andromeda Coalition, and she still couldn't quite believe she was here, a xenobiologist from Detroit, now humanity's lead scientific liaison. "You're thinking too loud again," James said, materializing beside her with 2 cups of something that approximated coffee. His engineering uniform was rumpled, as usual, and there was a smudge of grease on his jawline that he'd probably worn since breakfast. "I don't think loudly. You just eavesdrop effectively," Anna replied, accepting the cup. She took a sip and immediately regretted it. "What is this?" The Valkyrie contributed their traditional morning beverage to the ship's replicator database. "I thought we should try it." James grinned, his brown eyes crinkling. Cultural exchange and all that. Anna set the cup down on the nearest surface with exaggerated care. "The Valkyrie are methane breathers, James. I know that now." Before Anna could respond, the deck's environmental systems chimed. The atmospheric composition shifted subtly. The Coalition had installed modular environment zones throughout the ship to accommodate its diverse crew. Ambassador Thessiacor entered the observation deck, her crystalline exoskeleton catching and refracting the starlight into prismatic patterns. The Kytheran ambassador was, by any objective measure, magnificent. Her species had evolved on a high-gravity world orbiting a binary star, and their biology reflected that harsh crucible. Standing nearly 8 feet tall, Thessiacor moved with a predatory grace that seemed to defy her massive frame. Her forearms gestured in the complex semaphore that accompanied Kytheran's speech, while her translator collar rendered her words into perfect English. "Dr. Chen, Engineer Cortez, I hope I'm not intruding." "Not at all, Ambassador," Anna said, straightening. Even after months, she felt slightly intimidated in Thessiacor's presence. The Kytherans were warriors, philosophers, and poets, a civilization that had mastered faster-than-light travel while humanity was still figuring out bronze. "I wanted to discuss tomorrow's presentation," Thessiacor said, her mandibles clicking in what the humans had learned was contemplative thought. "The Council has expressed concerns about humanity's petition for coalition membership." Anna's stomach tightened. They'd known this was coming. Humanity was young, aggressive, and dangerously creative. Exactly the kind of species that made established civilizations nervous. "What kind of concerns?" James asked, his casual tone masking the tension Anna could see in his shoulders. "The usual ones. Your species' propensity for violence, your fractured political structures, your alarming reproductive rate." Thessiacor's translator rendered her words without inflection. But Anna thought she detected something else in the ambassador's posture. "And your recklessness." "Recklessness?" Anna frowned. "You built this ship." Thessiacor gestured at the celestial harmony around them. "With technology you barely understand. You launched it with a crew of 200 into a galaxy you'd never explored. You did this knowing that first contact could result in your species' extinction." The ambassador's head tilted, an oddly human gesture she'd adopted. "Do you know what the Council calls humanity?" "I'm guessing it's not the galaxy's most promising newcomers," James muttered. "The lucky fools," Thessiacor said, "because only fools would be so brave." Silence settled over the observation deck. Anna felt a familiar frustration rising, the same feeling she got whenever humanity's achievements were dismissed as accidents or luck. "We're not fools," she said quietly. "We're desperate." Thessiacor's crystalline eyes fixed on her. "Explain." Anna gestured at the stars. "We learned we weren't alone 15 years ago. When we detected your quantum communications network, we realized we were children playing in a neighborhood full of adults. We had 2 choices: hide and hope nobody noticed us, or introduce ourselves and hope for the best. You chose the latter. We chose survival," Anna corrected. "Hiding would only delay the inevitable. Someone would find us eventually, and we'd rather meet the galaxy on our terms then be discovered on someone else's. And if we had been hostile? Thesiacor asked. Then we would have died trying, James said, his voice steady. But at least we would have tried. The ambassador was silent for a long moment, her mandibles working. Then, to Anna's surprise, she made a sound like wind chimes, Catharan laughter. Do you know why I volunteered for this assignment, Dr. Chen? No, Ambassador. Because I wanted to understand what made humanity so audacious. The Council sees recklessness. I see something else. The Seacore stepped closer to the window, her reflection joining Anna's in the glass. We Kytherans have a saying. The coward counts stars while the brave make them. Your species doesn't count stars. You claim them. We. James cleared his throat. So, does this mean you'll support our petition? I will do more than that, Thesiacor said. I will tell the Council what I've learned. That humanity isn't reckless, you're determined. You're not fools, you're pragmatists who understand that calculated risks are necessary for survival. She turned to face them. All four arms spread in a gesture of respect, and that any species brave enough to introduce themselves to the unknown deserves a place among the stars. Anna felt tears prickling her eyes. Thank you, Ambassador. Don't thank me yet. The Council will still test you. They'll demand proof that humanity can contribute to the coalition beyond your colorful audacity. We're ready, Anna said, and meant it. After Thesiacor departed, James let out a long breath. Well, that went better than expected. We're not approved yet, Anna cautioned. No, but we will be. James grinned at her. Because we're humanity. And we don't give up. Anna looked out at the infinite dark, studded with possibilities. 7 months ago, they'd left Earth, not knowing if they'd ever return. Now, standing at the threshold of something greater, she understood what Thesiacor had seen. Humanity wasn't lucky. They were just too stubborn to fail. And in a galaxy that rewarded caution with stagnation, perhaps audacity was exactly what the coalition needed.